Today, Sunday, March 12, was held the snowboard cross team event in the FIS Para Snowboard World Championships 2023 in La Molina Ski Resort. The snowboard cross team event is one of the most awaited events for para snowboard lovers. Twelve teams in total, 9 men's teams and 3 women's teams were ready to face each other in the grand final for the coveted world title. Each team is composed of 2 riders. When the first rider crosses the finish line, the time advantage that has been set over his competitors is transferred to the second participant of the same team. Everything was ready for the big finals at 11:30 a.m. An exciting women's final was contested between 3 countries, the United States, Poland and Spain. In the first round, these 3 riders competed: Darian Hayes from USA with bib 1 in red, Monika Kocian from Poland with bib 3 in green, and Raquel Martinez from Spain with bib 6 in blue. Already in the first bank, Kocian has left behind her 2 rivals. In the third bank, the Polish had considerable advantage, and in the fourth bank only remained to gain momentum to overcome the last rollers to the finish line. Monika Kocian has clearly dominated her round, overcoming all the obstacles of the circuit. The fight was between Hayes and Martinez. A fall after the fourth bank in the last sector of rollers of the 2 riders offered a thrilling finish. Raquel Martinez has pulled pride and with a titanic effort has managed to enter in second position. In the female big final, second round, the final was played between Rebecca Johnston, bib 2 in red, the Polish Natalia Siuba-Jarosz, bib 4 in green, and the Spanish Irati Idiáquez, bib 5 in blue. The Polish rider was a few seconds ahead thanks to the first round made by her teammate Kocian. In the second bank, Johnson tries to overtake Idiáquez, but she skids, and the Spaniard takes the first position ahead of Siuba-Jarosz. In this second part of the snowboarder cross, Irati Idiáquez has maintained her leadership until crossing the finish line.
Increíble. No lo esperábamos, vamos.
No, veníamos con muchas ganas,
sí.
Teníamos la ilusión de, pensábamos, segunda sí podemos, ¿por qué no? Somos un equipazo, trabajamos juntas.
Nos quedamos muy bien,
Pero yo creo que ha sido que hemos venido a disfrutar.
Sí.
Hacer snowboard que sabemos, disfrutar, a petar un poco, pero sin demasiado...
Sí, arriba nos hemos dado un abrazo y ha sido, vamos a pasarlo bien y ya está. Muchas cosas buenas, muchas malas, siempre apoyándonos y conseguirlas juntas, yo creo que es lo mejor.
The Basque Irati Idiáquez and Raquel Martinez from León melted in a long hug at the finish line of the women's final. They had just been proclaimed world champions in the snowboard cross team event at the Para Snowboard Championships in La Molina. All set for the exciting men's final. A very exciting first round was expected with the participation of these 4 riders. The riders were very evenly matched in the first sector of rollers and have overcome the obstacles of the first half of the race at a breakneck speed. In the third bank, Gable suffered a fall and lost the provisional second position. From this point on, the Italian dominated the second part of the circuit until the end. and the battle for second place was won by Frenchman Menendez, followed by Bancouge. In the second round of the grand final, the Italian Jacopo Lucchini, bib 13 in green, started with a few seconds of advantage thanks to the previous work of his colleague Peratonen. Then the starter gate was open for his competitors. The Italian has taken advantage of the chasing group since the first bank and has descended with an absolute security. Behind, the fight was fierce, overcoming obstacles for Elliott, Montagioni and Voss. The third bank was again decisive and opened a gap between the American, the Frenchman and the Dutchman, who maintained their positions until the finish line.
Yeah, I think we had a good tactic. We started the first heats with Jacopo, who went first, but we already had in mind that for the final I will start first. I gave him a little bit of advance so he can manage it to the finish line, and it worked perfectly out.
Yeah, working with Emmanuel was easy because it's very fast, and so for me it was a pleasure riding for the first time in Team Event with Emmanuel, and I'm very happy because it's my second gold medal here at the World Championship.
In this way, an excited Italian team was proclaimed world champion of the snowboard cross team event with the pride of having done a good teamwork. The ski resort of La Molina, all athletes and teams, supporters, organization and volunteers have shined today in this snowboarder cross team event. With this event, the World Championships have ended the days dedicated to the snowboard cross discipline. The award ceremony was very exciting. A team event always brings out the best in everyone.